It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They think there's room to run to the right here. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the 1st. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, the ground game. Gets it past the marker. At the 40, there he goes. There he goes to the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Sooners.
Yeah, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Hands it off. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200.
Breaks into the open. Sweet spin. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground. And you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
He's got it on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying the football.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the carry on 3rd down. He'll toss it. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offensively here. This is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
Got his man in the middle. Inside the 15. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers. The extra point here would tie the game. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way. That'll work for you.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fakes the grab. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
So now it's 2nd and long. Handoff from the gun. Runs through a tackle. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And the Sooners will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. On target. At the 35, he's open. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
Fires to the wideout. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Watts. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Sooners have pushed it inside the 20. Motion from the wide receiver. Just keeps swinging it. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Oh, those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just couldn't squeeze the interception. That's one of those plays coaches come back to, talk about, say, think if we get this pick and we start taking this the other direction and we take points off of the scoreboard.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Going right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lofts one high and deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
You get the big play, now to pay it off. 1st and 10 in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass. They're up by 21 over Penn State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Going to the running game. It's a fumble. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down.
Well, the running back really lucky he jumped on his own fumble right there, and he's going to have to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure on the ball and with ball security, because you put it on the ground, you find yourself on the sideline in this offense.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old, great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree, arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. And a guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though. And I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try the run. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's third and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're going to throw it on third and goal. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
All right, interesting decision for you now. How confident are you in your offense? You got a big fourth down. It is early in the game. Do you feel like your guys can go out and generate a touchdown, or do you want to play it safe and kick the field goal?
They'll send out the kicker here. After making his first field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. It's now a one-point game, 14-13. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Handoff to the lone back. Turning it on. The 30. The 10. Touchdown LSU. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script, almost a guarantee.
Looking for a deep man. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent. You've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
The give to the back. Look out, he's got room.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. It's 28-13. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
That's caught. It's Jackson. On the move at the 30. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
And the Sooners, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Caught in the backfield, it's Watts. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
The Sooners will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires downfield. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Got it behind the line. It's Worthy. Breaks into the open. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Picked off to stop the threat. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man downfield. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking downfield on 1st down. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? They'll immediately call timeout. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Finds a man on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. Turns it on at midfield. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Sooners will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Change it, and that running game was working in the first half. I am speeding down the left side. He's at the 40, at the 20. Touchdown LSU, and the route is on.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. To the air on first down. Using the quick game. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Running back searching for a hole. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quickly complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least...
Oh, it's a phony punt. They're going to run it with the up man. And they roll the dice, and it ain't snake eyes. They pick up the first down.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and the chains are moving.
The Sooners look to keep this drive humming. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. to the ground with the back. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now the toss. Finds a little space. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quick completion to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. The give on the inside. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
You just wonder about this guy's confidence right now. After fumbling in his last game, he's just fumbled again now. He seems like he's a little bit unsure of himself, and because of that, if you're the offensive coordinator, how many more times do you want to go back to this guy in this game?
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. It's complete to the right.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. He wants to change this route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab on the left. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Makes the grab. It's blocked. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
The Sooners have their offense in high gear. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. It's complete. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Terrell. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you, and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They're trying to slam it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you're looking for from the defense. You're expecting runs, 2nd and goal. Got to find a way. You can't give an inch. This part of the field, this yard marker right here, you've got to be physical. Nice job by the defense winning that 2nd down.
They're going to run it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Let's it fly. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
The snap sets up the throw. Unloads to the wideout. And here's the pick. And oh, did they need that right now. The sudden change on the turnover. Man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Football gets harder when you start to get the red zone and the field trace. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And here he comes out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's past the 30. At the 45 on his way. Off to the races. He's at the touchdown Tigers. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Breeze. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think at this point in the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Makes the catch. It's Terrell. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Sooners come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Motion from the wideout. On the option. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes and knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Auburn is in serious trouble right now. I hope that coach is renting and not buying there on the Plains, because that could be a bad investment. They're trailing by 32 to Nebraska. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse. Gonna let it fly. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Blasted as he lets it go. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And the Sooners really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And he'll just take a knee in this drive. drive will start at the 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the...
And it's picked off for the third time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Runs through the tackle. Knocked out of bounds and sticking with that running game as they get deeper in the red zone. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Takes the easy completion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Leaves it with the running back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Motion from the wide receiver. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Power football with the run. Turning it on. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
The Sooners come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Leaves it with the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. This is what an elite